you question comes the what is the better style of a bullet hell shooter, be it the horizontal or the vertical. Most you see are a vertical like this. There are some that do the horizontal approach. Or yeah, like your horizontal side-scrolling approach. Death Smiles is the one that I think about, and is one that I played the first Death Smiles game and enjoyed that. They did come out with a Death Smiles collection for the Switch that I bought that's got 1 and 2 that I'll probably try to play at some point. And it's one that it's got more levels. I think it's got branching paths. And I think even like maybe shops or stuff. So it's got a lot more to it than just your regular like getting stuff in each level to make yourself stronger, get to the boss, beat the boss, and move on to the next level of the game. I already forgot what level are we on now? This 4? Surely we're not at the final boss yet, are we? Oh, I don't have any bombs. Okay. So yeah, even for me, like, being on easy difficulty, this is still quite the ordeal. And I don't even know what all differs when it comes to other difficulties, where it's like, is your hitbox bigger, or are there more? Like, I know it's impossible to put more bullets on the screen, or the bullets just come at you a lot faster. Now I think, I don't know if they've really got a deal out there about what's considered like the easiest bullet hell game, or like which one would be recommended for a beginner, and then like what one would be like you avoid at all costs, or you know, for the most veteran shooter players. Ikaruga is one that is pretty well known for being a tough as nails shooter because of its polarity system. The Pawarumi game I played kind of had a little bit of that too, where it's like, you know, you could shoot like dark energy bullets or light energy bullets, and you know, if you're switched over to the dark energy bullets are coming at you, you absorb them, and you gain, well, shields or health, I can't remember which one, or maybe it makes your ship stronger, but yeah, it's yeah, the polarity effect, obviously, like, so, if you're shooting black bullets, and you get hit by a white bullet, you're out, or you're damaged, you're dead. And then vice versa, if you're shooting the white bullet, the black bullet hits you, but if you're hit by the same color that you're shooting, then it negates, or it gets absorbed in some cases. I do notice that when you're doing the focus, you do move around just slightly slower than you would if you were doing a regular shot. Which, in certain situations, like if you're wanting to do precise movements when all these bullets are coming at you, this is probably the way you want to do it. This is my last life though, so even though we're at the last level, probably not gonna be seeing the boss. Well, it's possible. I wouldn't put money on it. But yeah, we'll do this. See, well, I guess once we get done with this one, before I pick the next character, I'll go back to the screen to see if it says anything about if you can choose the number of lives you start with, or if the game's just gonna be like, well, this is what you get. So I do appreciate that it doesn't technically start you out, or like if you get hit or you lose a life, that you go back to square one. Your power-ups float on the screen long enough for you to go back and pick them up. More times than not, they come back to you as soon as you respawn. So then that way you can be back to your max level. Whereas some games, I can't remember if it's like R-type games, were really unforgiving, where it's like, if you went into the later levels completely like maxed out and you died and lost all your power-ups and you're basically back to shooting a level 1 gun, you might as well just, you could probably still do it, just be a whole lot harder. You'd almost be better off just resetting, more or less. I really don't think I'm going to make it to the boss. Unless the boss is right here. Oh. Yes, it is! Hi, boss. And about to say goodbye, boss. Or just like the... Maybe this is like the fence before the boss. It don't matter, I'm dead. Oh. Apparently I got another credit somewhere, so thank you for that. Well, that didn't last very long. Alright, final stretch. Already off to a bad start. Hey! It's like, oh yeah, thanks for playing. Yeah. I will at least try the difficulties, but it's definitely gonna be a case of like, if I can make it past level 1 on the other difficulties, I'll be surprised. And yeah, one of those games that it doesn't feel like you're gonna get a whole lot out of it. I feel like if this is one, like if rental services are still a thing, this would have been like a great game to go to the rental store, pick it up, take it home, and either play it overnight or over the weekend, just to have something fun and different to play, and then take it back. There are some that, or some people that would probably go ahead and continue playing something like this over and over and over again. Why does it look like it's frozen? Well, it's on a loading screen here. Maybe it's just taking a second. Like I said, the Death Smiles game. Oh, alright. We'll go T. K. O. There we go. Alright. So let me go back to options. No. Alright. Good deal. I guess we'll go ahead and check and see what achievements I got. So, yeah, played again for the first time, play with the Millen ship, which some of these I don't know if it really matters if they say like playing or like just playing through it and then either getting a game over or beating it, and then you get the trophy or the achievement. So we gotta go with Rekka and Ghost, and then we gotta do score attack mode eventually. Training mode we did, research full power, extra life, then the bosses, clear on normal mode and hard mode, definitely not doing that. Collect 15 ground medals, unlock the 9th candy, complete between 2 players, again, probably not, well, I don't have anyone on the playlist, so that's not happening. Survive 9 minutes with a no miss. Complete the game with 1 credit, absolutely not. Reach a $5.99 combo in hard mode. Alright, they think I must be some overconfident guy. Alright, so we did that one. We'll go with this one. I guess I'll go ahead and try normal just to see what it's like. Again, if I make it past the first stage, I'll be surprised. It does kind of seem like, well, another thing is the bolts are rotating. I can't remember if they're rotating the first time around. So that adds a little more challenge, because not only are they coming at you, you've also got to make sure that they're not turning into you. You know, the big strategy is, well, if you want to avoid enemy fire, just destroy them before they can even fire at you. Oops. Alright, so that time lost life without, so I think the bombs were helping out. I think it was a case that one would go off if it looked like I was just gonna get hit. And it was an automatic thing, and, on easy mode, but once you get into the harder difficulties, it doesn't hold your hand anymore. It's like, alright, you're a big boy, you can handle it. I'm like, oh, no, I'm not. Alright, only got hit once. Well, before the first boss. Oh, got hit. So my power-ups do still appear on the screen, so... Okay, so... made it through the first one without... well, at least getting, continue screen. But again, the first level was like the introduction. It's like it's gonna throw stuff at you, but not enough to make you feel overwhelmed. But then it's like, all right, you got the first level out of the way. You've proven you're not a baby. Now you're gonna experience true hell. Try to shoot off another bomb and didn't get a chance to. I blew up. So I got an arcade cabinet, or one of those tabletop arcade cabinets that was a special modded one. It's got a whole bunch of like arcade emulators on it, and I've played quite a few of those like bullet hell type games with the nice little gimmick of if it was in the original arcade you'd have to throw in money into the cabinet to continue playing, and for me I am just hitting a button combination to insert coins. Yeah, a lot of them are pretty challenging. There's some that it's almost like a guarantee that you would have to put in more coins just to be able to make it past the first level. Like this. I don't know if you'd really consider it a bullet hell game, but one of the best ones I played was I'm just horrible. It was a game called Earth Defense Force, or EDF. Now, there's been multiple games over the years that have had that name either in the title of the game or as the name of a faction or group inside the game. So with this one, it was a horizontal shooter, and I don't know if it's just me, but it felt genuinely like a game that I'm pretty sure I beat it, but it was one I didn't feel like I was like, play for 30 seconds, I get hit and die, and then I'm having to insert another credit. It was one that I could get quite far. Yes, it was still possible to get hurt and lose a life, but not like this where it's like, well, it's not a matter of if you're gonna get hit, it's when you're gonna get hit. bombs that, like, it doesn't even feel like it's a case that you're using it to damage the enemy. It's more, it's more of a case to clear out all the bullets on the screen before, and give you like 2 seconds of calm before the next wave comes at you. Haven't really been paying attention. I don't know if it's got a credit system where it's like you score so many points and then you get another continue on top of the lives that you keep picking up in the game. So I don't know if a couple times it felt like I hit continue, it said I had 2 credits left, and then it stayed on 2 for like 2 or 3 times, and then it went down to 1. Don't know if I'm still gaining some that way, or if the game's just being forgiving, or it's probably not. It's probably just me being lucky enough to maybe score a stupid enough amount of points to garner another credit. Right now, the bombs are basically in my panic mode, where it's like I see a whole bunch of bullets coming at me, and I don't feel like I've got maneuverability to get around them, so I'm like, bail, clear them out. Okay, so play with ghost ship, and that was a game over. Okay, so it is probably just I was getting credits. Alright, so yeah, I'll just do another one and see what the other character, and see what hard mode is gonna be like. See, we made it. We did 2 levels with that, so better than I thought. That's nice. Hard mode, I feel like, is probably gonna be where things start getting very unforgiving. Like, basically, that's the point where it's like, if you're at an arcade playing this, it would be put in a quarter for a credit, you get 3 lives. Those 3 lives last you maybe a minute if you're lucky. Alright, let's see what the worst has got for me. Definitely more bullets on the screen from what I remember. Already down to my last life. Not even halfway through the first level. Kinda what I expected. Not at all what I wanted to see, but what I was anticipating to have happen. I feel like it'd have to be a case of like basically playing this first level on easy mode. Well, on easy mode for a few hours. And then jumping up to normal mode for probably like, to be honest, probably like another 4 to 6 hours. continue. I wouldn't count that as making it through the first level. I basically had to. I really screwed up at the beginning there, but yeah, I had to resort to a continue, or yeah, keep going. Yeah, I definitely don't. Like, unless there was like a how-to as to the best way to maneuver. Even then, I feel like kind of a lost cause. Like, there's so much stuff happening on the screen. It's hard to keep track of like what's just there and what's actively trying to kill me on the screen at the time. Half the time I feel like I should have got hit by something, the other times I'm like, okay. I don't feel like I was anywhere close to a bullet and I'm dead. And the weird thing now is that with the other modes, where it's like the bomb was clearing out all the bullets, it seems like with this one, unless they're just coming out that like complete non-stop, like I shoot off the bomb and there's still bullets coming at me. So it's not a complete removal. Didn't have any bombs. Well, we'll see how far we go with what credits we get. I haven't really been paying enough attention to see if I feel like the points have been a bit different. Like, because it's a higher difficulty, I'm getting more points. I don't know if that's gonna garner, or if I'm gonna be able to stay alive long enough to accumulate enough points to get like another spaceship or another continuum. I don't know if launching a bomb gives me like a brief, what do they call it? Like, invisibility frame. iframes, I think that's a proper term. I get scared as soon as those blue orbs come out, it's like, panic! Alright. So probably gonna be about the same situation as on normal mode. Get to level 3, and then I start wasting lives and get that game over screen. But that's alright. Was able to beat it once on easy mode. I will consider that a small victory for me. Especially how I know I'm not the most skilled gamer period, but more specifically bullet hell survivalist. I could argue that, you know, I've played enough. Oh, never mind, we're done. Played enough of them that I wouldn't say better than average. I'm probably average, but compared to someone who's never played one before, I'm slightly better than that. So, a little victory there too. I'll probably just go ahead and... Oh my god, it's not even been an hour yet. Well, depending on what all I can do... Oh, there is a score attack mode, if it's available. I can at least try... knock out the little achievements I know I could do. That 2-hour one, I don't know if that's in-game time, because it feels like right now. Oh, there it goes. It's like kind of like more time being spent in other spots. Alright. I really don't know which one's the best. Let's go back with the middle one here. I think this is the titular ghost. Yeah, I think there was another one for just playing the score attack mode. I don't know if it was one for getting a high score in it or not. Jumped right to level 2, so I don't know if that's kind of the game's way of saying, yeah, you're, like, that first level is just a little baby tutorial level, now you're in the thick of it. Oh, I don't have any bombs. Awesome. Oh wait, wasn't this where the setting was about like $5.99 combos? I imagine there's probably at least one level that could have close to 600 enemies on the screen or in the level. Bombs. Please give me bombs. got infinite lives in this, so I'm assuming it's just a case of trying to make it, I don't know if there's like an end of level spot I get to, and it's like, okay, well here's the final score. Too many bombs. Or too many bullets coming at me. Alright, we just score attack run. Alright, let's see what ones we got. 2-player mode, not gonna happen. 2 hours. Just hit over the 1 hour mark. Drop 290 bombs, that seems doable. Clear the normal mode, probably not. Hard mode, absolutely not. 15 ground medals. If that's in one playthrough, maybe. Unlock the 9th continue. Destroy over 9 big-sized ships during stage 3. Survive 9 minutes with no miss. Complete the game with 1 credit. Rate to 5.99 in hard mode. That's definitely not happening. And then score 1 trillion points in score attack. I think I had 200 million. Oh wait, is that... No, 1 billion points. I can't read. Yeah, billion. Alright. So yeah, let's go back. We'll play on easy mode again. At least see if I can't beat it on easy with all the characters. Okay, the bullets are rotating regardless of what I'm fighting. It's just probably the speed they are coming at. Like, these ones do feel a little bit slower, but they definitely the velocity that they're coming at me is the harder difficulties. So yeah, it's like besides this game, I've got honestly, I think I've got like 3 other games that I have not, well, haven't opened yet on the Switch that are a shooter of sorts like this. Besides the Death Smiles 1 and 2, I've got, I think it's called Earth Atlantis, so it's an underwater game, but you're exploring underwater in a submersible attacking enemies. And then, I don't remember what the name of it. It's a side-scrolling, like, dogfight game where you're an actual dog. I think you can play as other characters too, so it's got, you know, cutesy looking cats and dogs. Kind of reminds me of Fuga Melodies of Steel, except not with the dark undertone of kids controlling a giant battle tank that uses a soul to fire its ultimate weapon as a last resort attack. That's another game that I really like. Played quite a bit of the first game, and of course had to unlock the true ending of that game, but with the multiple playthroughs and maxing out my, you know, friendship with all the characters. I think it was last year they released the third game, and I do want to get it. The only downside is that well, like the one, it's a pricey game, even just for a digital version on Switch. Apparently, over in Japan, they released a physical version of the trilogy. So you can get all 3 games physical version. I can't remember if it's Japan itself or if it's like Play Asia, with like Asian release. But the main thing with that one is that that collection is pricey on its own. I think it's at least $200 or more. It's like, yeah, I do love the games. Supposedly it's in the same universe. Well, it's made by the same company who made Solo Torobo for the DS and Tail Concerto for the PS1. Supposedly they're all in the same universe, if my memory is correct. One of the main thing is those, well, and maybe that's why those physical games are expensive, is the Solo Torobo on DS is a rare title that is pretty well sought after. A couple different versions that you can get too. There's like your regular version, and then there's the back around the time of the DS, there was certain like JRPGs or certain Japanese games that were getting North American releases that came bundled with the soundtrack for the game. So I don't know exactly where it's at right now price-wise, for like close to $200, and then like a complete in-box version. I can't remember if it was the one with the CD or without, but even that was like $250 to $300, or maybe $350. And then Tail Concerto on the PS1 is even worse because it was originally a not originally, but it was a Atlas title too, so, you know, more times than not, Atlas games are going to be sought after more. Nowadays, they are quite the powerhouse, so people know who they are, but back then, even like in the PS2 era, not quite as big yet, so kind of seemed like the number of released games in North America compared to now was not as big, so much hard to find. I've got depending on how you look at it, I purchased a pre-owned copy, and I basically want to go the extra length to preserve it. So with this pre-owned copy, I sent it in to get graded as a complete box game. Again, depending on who you ask, that's probably a way to get like, well, it's already open, so just play it. And it's like, well, I don't have a PlayStation 1 right now, so I don't have a way to play it. But it's my way of saying it's preserved in a way now that, you know, if anyone in the future wants to, if I do decide to part ways with it, someone, if they really want to, could break it open and play it. I was talking that entire time, not concentrating one bit, and it showed because I was dying fairly frequently, so try to pay a little more attention during the boss fight. Alright, so I got the one for the big size ships in stage 3. I think that was all the little, like, bonuses for the first stages. One of them was blowing up all the tanks, one was blowing up barrels, one was blowing up the ships. Like this, you know, there's not going to be any major stories. Hearing anything from these characters or learning about the world that they're in, or, you know, why they're fighting and getting bombarded by countless enemies with even more endless bullets. guess I can't say without, well, for wrapping things up, that, you know, it's a fine game. Like, nothing wrong with it. You could complain that, like, it's too short with all the only so many levels to play. But it's like, you know, the music's fine, the art's been really nice. What levels there are have been interesting to say the least. You know, I've definitely played worse. The controls feel, you know, good. There's never been a time where I feel like I, you know, outmaneuvered a bullet. I feel like any time I've died, it has been because I either did not move out of the way of a bullet or went right into one. And, you know, early on it did feel like, yeah, it's like way too much on the screen, but they do a good job with the color of the bullets of the enemies is different enough from your own that you don't feel like you can't tell when the enemy bullets are coming in. Didn't really have a good spot there to avoid them. On to the final level. So yeah, I don't know. I guess for me, for the most part, you know, if it's an action RPG, I love those. I can play those, you know, day in, day out, and have a good time. Every so often there are some games that come out that I do want to try, and I might not be the best at them. And then there's some that come out that everyone else is playing, and I'm just like, no, I'm not going to touch that. So the Civilization games are one that I can think of off the top of my head that it's like, they are pretty popular, a lot of people play them, and I would not be one of those. Like, I look at it and it's like, no, way too complicated, just more stuff than I would care to do. Maybe part of it's because it emphasizes more on playing against other people. I don't know if that's where the real enjoyment comes out of, is playing it that way. The eugenics game that just came out that everyone's raving about. I love Binding of Isaac. It looks like it'd be a great game to play, but because it is one of those that's like, I don't know if tactical RPG is the right term for it. It seems like it is. But, you know, games like that, I just, you know, one where you have playing or staging things out, having to rely heavily on, you know, different party classes. Like, you have to have a healer, you have to have a tank, or you know, basically taking the hits, and then you got, you know, one or two long-range people that pick up the rest. And I don't know, for me, it's like, maybe if it comes out on console and it's on sale, I would say maybe, but the problem is that maybe it would change with this. I don't, and McMillan, one of the other games we got that's kind of a puzzle RPG game is called The Legend of Bumbo, which is a spin-off of Binding of Isaac. I've had it saved on both the Nintendo eShop and PlayStation Network, and not once have I seen it go on sale. And it's hard to tell if it's even still being supported or not. Well, I guess I'm at an hour 25. Might be able to get enough to do 2 hours, but I feel like if I hit that 2 hour mark, that's probably going to be the limit of what I can mentally handle. So anyway, well, kind of going back to that whole thing about the different types of games, like the Mutanics. I always go back to it was Blue Dragon on the Xbox 360. Absolutely love that game. Loved the artwork by Akira Toriyama. Got excited when I found out that there was a DS game of Blue Dragon that was more or less continuing the story. I bought that, found out it was a tactical RPG. Couldn't even make it past the first level / mission or whatever it was called, and basically from that I just swore off those types of games. I'm just like, nope, I didn't like this. It's not what the original game was. It ruined it for me. Alright, so now I'll do one more with the third character. On easy. Definitely, well, I could try, but I feel like I'm not going to get past, was it level 3? There's definitely no way I'm going to be able to beat the game on even normal difficulty. So those trophies are not going to happen. Well, at least play through on easy so I can beat the game with all 3 characters. I think it was with Hawaru that had that whole angle of, well, if you want to get the true ending of the game, which is something that a lot of arcade games did in the past, or like once trying to be arcade style games, if you want to get the true ending, or if you play it on easy mode, get through so many levels, and then the game's like, alright, well, that's as much as you get to play. If you want to experience the rest of the game, you gotta play on the harder difficulty. And that was one thing I didn't like either, is like, you know, your own skill, like, you could love the game to death, but because of your skill level, you cannot do any better past like easy or normal, and the game's basically just taunting you saying, oh, well, yeah, good job you made it this far, but, you know, if you want to get to the ending, or if you want to see the true ending of the game, you have to beat it on this, you know, impossible difficulty, which we know you can't do, so that sucks to be you, buddy. Oh, shoot. for another, I think it's just my first time. Well, no, to be fair, my first time was on training mode. But my first true run on easy, I didn't lose a life on that first level. Now I'm just sloppy. But of course I was using the one, which I don't really know if the 3 ships are kind of like their own deal of easy, medium, and hard. Which would mean that even on easy difficulty, the ship is like the hardest one to play with. And that's another thing that can be annoying, like a game that locks a character to a difficulty level. So it's like, let's say that there's a game that has 3 characters that you can play as. There's, a robot, a soldier, and then a hot ninja woman, or something like that. And you really want to play as the hot ninja woman, but her playability is very difficult compared to the others, so you could play as her, but you won't be able to make it as far because everything's a lot more challenging. So, like, I inadvertently jumped over the thing I was talking about originally, which was, different game types, and ones I like and don't like, or ones that I want to like but can't play because I suck. So it's like Civilization, the tactical RPG type things, things like that just can't really do. Certain puzzle games can be the same, one interesting example is Honey Pop, which, if you don't know, that was a puzzle game with scantily clad anime girls in it, and you even had a chance to date the goddess of love herself, and that was a puzzle game that I spent a lot of time playing, and had a little notebook filled with all the different girls' likes and dislikes, just so I could complete the game. And it was an enjoyable game. I liked it. I've played puzzle games in the past that were enjoyable. Different styles of puzzle games too. Like, obviously Tetris is a classic one. Peggle, Bust a Move, Bubble Bobble, Blueprints was a new one that had come out that's, I would consider it a puzzle game. It's got a lot of exploration, and you got different paths that you can take, and while you're ending your latest run, you're already thinking about your next one, strategizing what's going to work and what's not going to work. Overall really fun. And yeah, I'm talking about intense thinking about stuff like that when talking about a game like Civilization. It's like, oh, that's too complicated for me big dumb. We got the smooth brain. Knew that was gonna happen. Shooters like this, I play. Depending on the difficulty, or if it's got a difficulty level, can either get a good amount of enjoyment out of it, or play it for 2 hours and be like, I could not touch that game again for the rest of my life, and I think I'd be fine. You know, and then games with like grueling difficulty, like the Soulsborne games I've played runs on parrying, which I can't see myself being able to do. Even though I've played and beat all the Dark Souls games, all the, well, Elden Ring, Bloodborne. I have not played Night Rain. That relies on having friends. I have no friends. Not played Lies of P. Not played Demon Souls yet. I do own a copy for the PS5, which I hope to get into sometime this year. Probably not gonna stream it just because, you know, it's another one that's been played to death on stream. So it's just gonna be me playing that in my free time. A game that's got like speedrunning components like the Neon White that I've been playing off stream lately. I'm pretty close to being done with that game, and it is a lot of fun. I don't think I'd be skilled enough to go for, well, a platinum trophy or getting the ace, which is beating the game's quickest time, or, you know, besting the quick time that they set in on all the levels. I've been able to do a few of them because I've played certain levels to death trying to find hidden packages or hidden gifts for the players. That's the one thing I am going for, is getting all the packages or making gifts for all the characters, because, you know, really good story. The characters are ones that I really like. If they ever announce they're going to be making a sequel to that, I would be all for it. And yeah, I'm definitely not, you know, I guess depending on what game it was, you know, anyone can technically be a speedrunner if they really wanted to. Just you find a game that you're good at or one that you enjoy, and then, you know, just work on finding routes or getting onto social media and talking with other people who like the game and see if they found any little exploits or anything to help better, or get through it in a quicker manner than normal. Fighting games is another one of those that's like, growing up I even played a fair amount of fighting style games. Like I'd gotten Soul Calibur 2 on the GameCube and played as Link and really liked that. Played like a few different Mortal Kombat games, like even the bad 3D ones on like the GameCube. Haven't played anything newer. Like, I can't remember what point did they start getting really good again, like Mortal Kombat 10 and 11. The Killer Instinct, like the original Killer Instinct on Super Nintendo, I really thought that was cool. I owned the Game Boy version and was able to play that, and through button mashing to be able to get ultra combos and get Idol and beat him and just have an overall fun time. And of course they made the one on Xbox One that really seemed like it was pretty awesome. Like, you know, brought in new and exciting enemies. You know, did different skins for some of the enemies. It made things really like fun, exciting. Even did more of a story for the game, which a game that maybe not has the greatest storytelling, but more so than some others. Hell, even on like Super Nintendo, I remember playing games like Primal Rage. Weapon Lord was a very interesting one, playing at a young age because of people wearing, like, I'm trying to think the right term, like skippy, like Tarzan loincloth type stuff. But then in those games, having very graphic, brutal executions like in Mortal Kombat games. Never did very good in Weapon Lord. Tried it with all the different characters, and it seemed like I was always getting massacred by the first areas, or like the first enemy of the game. Might have done better, I can't really remember. I think probably the last fighting game I technically had was, well, I wouldn't call it the Scott Pilgrim game, or the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle games, fighting games, or just beat 'em ups. Probably that Marvel vs. Capcom 3 on the 360. Played that, but, you know, with most fighting games, if you really want to do good, you probably need to know, like, the players' moves, button layouts, and not just be button mashing like I did. Come on, boss. I got scared, I already used my bomb. I did not get hit there. I'll question it. Oh, okay, I got hit there. That was my bad. I saw that one coming, I was just like, I'll accept it. Level, and I think at least 3 credits left. One ship on this one, and 1 bomb, which just got used. Awesome. Yeah, definitely saw that one coming. Oh, 2 credits, alright. Might be enough to get to the final boss. I feel like everything was slowing down. Like the poor Switch can't handle all the little pixels on the screen. Oh, I got the ground medals. Nice. Like, this is a short level, but what they pack in between the beginning and the boss is just the worst of the worst. Which, I guess makes sense because we're at the evil Shira AI. You want to protect the evil supercomputer thing. Oops, died. Alright, one more credit. We can do it. Oh, yeah, I probably should be using that one. The focus shot when trying to move a little quicker. No, I think we're good. Alright. Last boss with the third character. I survived. Really didn't. I really don't want to play normal. It's gonna be so unfair. It's gonna be making fun of me. And to be fair, this is not a game that I would want to try and get good at. The Decimiles games, because of what all they would have in it, like the other characters, the branching paths, if I'm remembering correctly, I might not be. That's when I do feel almost compelled enough to quote-unquote get good at the game. Otherwise, yeah, I'm just like couple hours. If I could beat it on easy, awesome. Otherwise, it's like, you know what, I think I'm good. I'm not gonna, try to be the very best at the game. Just gotta wait for that loading screen. It is pretty hard on the eyes, that's one thing. There might have been options on there to say, like, adjusting transparency with certain things to probably make it less, straining on the eyes, but, oh well. Alright. Let me check the achievements one more time. 2-player mode, it's not happening. I still need to drop more bombs, so we can do that in the 2 hours. Normal difficulty and hard, not happening. I'm assuming I have to play on the harder difficulties to get anywhere close to the 9th continue. Complete with 2-player, not happening. 9 minutes with a no miss, not happening. Complete with 1 credit, not happening. And yeah, alright. So yeah, let's just go ahead and go back, and assuming this is hard, easy, medium, and hard with the different ships, we'll go back to that and try normal. See if I can't make it past level 3. And if need be, we'll at least do it. I probably have to play at least another 20 minutes or so to get the play for 2 hours. If it's, well, unless it's also, if it's counting in-game time, not on the menus, then it might be longer, but we'll at least give it a try. Where are my power-ups at? Come on, game. No, I can't do anything about them. Yeah. Cool. I didn't chew one. That was stupid of me. At least a game like this, I can't, like, call out the game for being cheap. I could, but that's how these games are built, is to be brutally difficult. But yeah, if I get hit by a bullet, it's of my own accord. Can't see that to be a time where I'd feel like, oh, the game just cheated, it wanted me to lose. I perfectly dodged that bullet. Alright, so I did lose. Or I did have to use a credit to get past the first level, but if the game grants credits as we keep going, I might be able to get past level 3. If I don't completely eat dirt in this level. It seems like this was the one that, on normal difficulty, I just kept dying and dying and dying. Dying. Well, I can already tell this is not going to go well. It'd probably have to be a case of having to replay this level multiple times, which would be multiple game overs. It did look like for a second there that I did start on a new continue with my starting guns, which is not good. Maybe it... because I got more power-ups, but it doesn't look like anything's changed, so I can't tell if it is... oops. If they do get back to me eventually... wow, things move way too fast. think I could say goodbye to those. Oh my gosh. The 5 credits I've got now. Get too scared way too quickly, so it's like I really want to have infinite bombs so I can just clear everything off the screen. Hey, I made it to the second boss. My bad. Definitely. Wait. Hey, I did it. Didn't go through all the lives like I expected I would, but if I remember correctly, level 3's where I basically throw away the rest. Camera is covering up where it's got the bombs and how many spaceships or lives I've got left on this current credit. I could move it to the other side, but it's like, I at most might be playing for another 30 minutes, so it's not really worth it. Maybe when I come back after that, or after I continue, I just momentarily have my starting gun, and then I quickly get it back up to full power. I think I was at the third boss when I lost my last credit. But yeah, this is just level 3, and it just keeps getting worse with the next 2 levels, like to level 4. What happened? I thought I was doing good there. And good as in made it a minute without getting hit. Probably not even a minute. That was my bad. That was also my bad. I kind of drove right into that. Alright. I'll probably get like halfway through level 4 before I use up my last credit. That'll be my goal. At least get halfway through. If I can get to the boss, that would be surprising. But I'll be realistic. I'm probably not even gonna get to the halfway point. Gotta love those ice cream liquids though when using the bombs. I don't want to go on that side. No. Everything's bad over here. And I did that. Oh, I still got 2 credits. Alright. Well, that's a hopeful sign that I'll get over the halfway point. And, well, not that way. If I do that again, that's definitely not going to happen. Oh, yeah, or it's definitely not happening now. I got cocky. I was hopeful, and the game gave me a reality check. Darn my Hebert. Clear that out. Take those out. It didn't move, I just saw the one little green bullet coming at me. I'm like, oh, this is my life. I'm accepting death. Oh, I dropped the 290 bombs at least. Yeah. I'm over the halfway point now. That was a nice way to time that. Like, oh yeah. And dead. Okay. Well, we'll see what kind of score I had. To be fair, a lot better than I thought I was going to do on normal difficulty. I could go try the purple one again on normal. Because I think when I was using her, I just did it. Well, besides easy mode, I did it on the hard difficulty. So yeah, better than was expected. Still need that 2 hours, and then everything else is like the 9th continue would be nice, but I feel like that's gonna be something I'd have to do on hard, and that's not happening. So yeah, let's go with her, and I'll do that. See how far I can go. best of... Nah, never mind. I was gonna say, getting through the first level without getting hit. I do it on easy, and I do it on... Well, I guess... For the first level... Definitely not happening now. I was gonna say, for the first level, the goal will be... to not use a continue. And if I can manage to do that, then it will be to not lose a life. And we know that. Left that one pink guy. Oh, I'm dead. Oh. Is there a way to... Oh. You can actually adjust the stuff from here. I did not realize that. Okay, so... We could have a different wallpaper. Oh, that one looks cool. And I'll just leave it. Explosions, transparency, blah blah blah. Okay, I'll just continue. We're already at the boss. Take 1 second to not play, and then all of a sudden I just can't play. I don't know if this game, or if there's any bullet hell games that kind of take like the incremental approach. Where it's like, yeah, you start off really bad, and you're probably going to die a lot before you even manage to beat, like, the first level boss. But, you know, the incremental part of it is that you just keep trying. You get little, like, permanent deals to help you get a little further each time. Until you basically get to the point where it's like the first boss that took you forever to get past is now like a common enemy in a later level and is actually a lot more easier to handle. One up. Oh, never mind. I just wasted the one up. Cannot forgive this game for treating the first level like a little baby tutorial. It's like, oh, yeah, you did it. Now we're gonna throw everything at you, and you're gonna cry. Let's give it on normal difficulty. The challenges times 9,000. Alright, well I got the credits, so it's possible I might even get past... Well, I keep forgetting, this is normal difficulty, this isn't hard I'm doing it on now. So yeah, I should be able to get past the boss here. I say as I immediately run into an enemy. Maybe I should just keep my mouth shut as far as like what I expect I could do. But am I gonna be able to make it past this level? Now, probably not. Not with like that. Oh my gosh. So I do assume that, like with most games like this, whether it's just a side-scrolling shooter or a bullet hell, there is a certain area where they basically expect you to stay for the most part. Like if you go up past a certain point, it's basically a kill zone, or you know, where they most expect you to be shot down. Not the best, but I'll take it. That was just level 2, and I think I used, what, 3 continues there? Or 3 credits there? Gotta pick up the slack, otherwise we'll not be seeing the boss at this level again. This one's worse. And no dead. I could give hard mode one more time just to see. What am I saying? I'm like, in what universe can a person do bad on normal difficulty and then actually get further on the harder difficulty? For some reason I didn't think I had any bombs on me. Now Damn. Start to bled. Panic bomb. Panic bomb. Panic. Oh, that was very bad. Alright, 2 credits. Alright. Jet plane. It's you and me. And 3 credits for 3 lives. Off to an awesome start. gonna make it. That was level 3, right? Please tell me that was level 3. And I will slowly, or soon enough, I will accept my untimely demise on this level. Oh, geez, I didn't even have a chance to use my bombs. Yeah, definitely not making it as far as I did last time. My poor dumb brain keeps thinking this is a harder level, or hell, harder difficulty. This is only normal mode. Just for the fun of it, I might go ahead and try with one or both other characters on the hard just to see how far I can make it before I eat up all my credits. Oh, what? Something hit me. I didn't see it. There's absolutely no way I can get to this level on hard. With as much as it's coming at me right now, it's like, what could I expect to do on that? Besides just die instantly. Oops. Alright, one last shot. So makes a combat. Oh, I'm about halfway through now, and die. Oh, I couldn't have timed that many better. Oh. Gotta laugh at it. At least I'm laughing at my failures instead of raging and being like, this is bullshit, blah, 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 blah. Oh. So what I've got planned for next stream might cause me to rage. I've played it before, and I really enjoy it. It's going to be the Hotline Miami collection. It's one that can be quite challenging, but is very satisfying, and it's got great music, so I think it'll be a good time overall. Oh, did it? Hello? Game? Unless it's loading, which I've never seen it load so long on the score screen. There it goes. Oh. Okay, apparently it wasn't. Put in as TK. Or wait. Nope, it's still frozen, question mark? like the local normal deal on the top there changed, but I still can't. Like, I'm hitting start and A, which usually would take me off of the screen, and it's not doing anything. So I'll give it a little bit, since it did load up something, and I don't know too much about technology, like if it's soft locked right now or if it is still trying to load. Worst case scenario, I just have to reset real quick, but I would like to give it a chance to at least try and fix itself. I haven't had too many times where I've had a game crash on me on the Switch on stream. Young Souls did that to me a couple times on that last one I did. Yeah, I'll just do that. Alright, jumping back in. What else? What it was? PlayStation's had the worst for me. When I was playing Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach, trying to do it on stream, trying to get the secret ending with the arcade cabinets, that one would always crash on me. And apparently it was because I was trying to stream it that it was crashing. Alright, let's take one more look. I don't think it would have given it to me. Alright, let's do you on hard. Still not 100% sure if the ships mean a different skill level or not. Just gonna go with it, see what happens. Still hoping for that 2-hour mark to pop up on here. Once it does, I might go ahead and throw in the towel for the rest of the game. We'll see. Still can't get through the first level without using the credit. For some reason, it feels like even on this harder difficulty, I do more damage to the bosses. I don't know if that's correct. I can't see how that would be correct. It's like, why would on the easy difficulty it takes a lot longer to take out the enemy, but on the hard difficulty you just melt the boss's health bar like it's nothing. But hey, we were at level 2, where the game says, alright, taking off the training wheels, now you're playing with the big boys, prepare to die. I did that on purpose. I didn't mean to do it on purpose. It just kind of happened. Give me that. Thank you. Please don't spawn as a free one-up. Alright. I did straight into a bullet. Then. In. I do notice with this that the bomb will go off front of me, so if I was up further ahead, that's the worst possible place to do the bomb, because stuff back here is still going to be flying around. Focus mode is working. Never mind, I just died. I was gonna say focus mode's not working or doing too bad for me right now. Move a little slower so I can maneuver around the mini bullets with ease, and then I drive right into a bullet and dirt. Flew into something, I'm not sure if it was a bullet or an enemy. I flew into a bullet that time. Why do I keep flying into them? Saw that going. Alright, so on normal mode I was able to get to the 4th boss before I perished. Might be able to get to the 3rd boss. Really gonna depend on how the first levels go. Or the first part of the level goes. So far, not good. 5 credits, possible, but I can easily see those crits just melting. I had a bomb, I could use it, and as soon as I got ready to press the button, I was doing pretty good there for a while. Not saying anything. Trading slowly going left and right across the screen, avoiding the enemies, avoiding the doors, doing shit like that. No. Right to the boss. How on earth did I do that? That was one life, or not even a life used on that boss. That was just me. And why did it seem like that was so much easier than on the other difficulties? I do not get it. Well, made it to level 4. This is where it's all gonna fall apart. As I said. Alright, I do have 4 crits though, but I do not see that helping me get along. Never mind. I was gonna say if I stay in focus mode, I do okay. Shut up, Ashley. Or shut up, Mikhail. Open up your mouth and die. Be quiet. Like that. Why am I doing slightly better on the hard than I was on normal? And I died. Possibly getting to the final boss on the hard. Surely not. Nope, not when this is when, like I said, all of them are, you know, it's all hands on deck for the first part. It's a short level, but they are relentless to begin with. Well, this will be the last chance if I do. Well, got to the boss, and this is gonna be where I die. Oh, there we go. Alright. Good, valiant effort. I wonder if there's a... I could check that. See if it says anything. Not sure why the game struggles at this point when it gets to the high score screen and back. Well, it might even do it again because I press start to enter my name and now it's thinking, and then it'll pop up with the 2 arrows on the top for local hard and the O will appear back on the screen. Maybe. Well, if it does... Well, I'll leave it for a second just to maybe give the game a chance to process. If it's doing this again, I'll probably stop. To be fair, I kind of saw myself, well, especially after that first hour, I was like, oh man, am I really going to be doing this for an hour at least? A good one-off game, for me at least. You know, someone who's a real fan of bullet hells would probably get a good, you know, few hours of gameplay out of it. quite sure why it freezes on this screen. I'll leave it on here just a little bit longer just to see if it does change or not. I thought I waited long enough the first time around, but it just acted like it wasn't going to. So I had to, close out of the game and load back into it. Well, while we're waiting, let that haunt you for a while. I feel like I really did give it more than enough time. Alright, well, I was probably gonna go ahead and call it there anyway, just because it's almost, well, not quite 3 hours, but good enough time, good enough run for a one-off game. Even if you're not a fan of, I'm assuming it's available on the Nintendo eShop. I got my physical copy off of Whatnot for maybe $20. It really wasn't too bad of a deal. But yeah, I shall be working in the next few days, but when I'm back on I believe Thursday, we'll be starting up the Hotline Miami collection with the first game, and it'll get me a few streams at least, and then still trying to figure out what I'm going to play next, if I'm going to really dig into a big game that's going to take, a half a dozen streams or more, or if I'm going to be finding another game that's gonna be like maybe 2 or 3. But anyway, thank you for watching. I really hope you enjoyed, and yeah, it's not doing anything, so I'm just gonna go ahead and call it there. So thank you everyone, see you next time.